Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to bring you another Elite 8 matchup to see who advances to the semifinal in our Out of the Park Baseball 1978 One and Done tournament. The Boston Red Sox versus the St. Louis Cardinals. The Boston Red Sox in 1978 were 99 and 64, would lose the one-game playoff to the New York Yankees. That's a painful memory from childhood. Take on the St. Louis Cardinals, who are a Cinderella team in this tournament. They've won 2 in a row, but for the year they were 69 and 93. As you know, you win, you stay in, you lose, you take a snooze. Who will be the last team standing? We shall see. Will the clock toll 12 on the Cinderella St. Louis Cardinals, or will the Boston Red Sox slipper not fit? In the chat, joining us is Hello Bro. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Happy Friday, soon to be Saturday morning here in the United States of America, East Coast. Little late night, early morning baseball action. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. Let's do a sound check first. Oh, sound check is good. Let's get to the starting lineups and the first pitch. I will be managing the Boston Red Sox. Normally, I manage the lower seed, which would be the St. Louis Cardinals, but I always manage the Boston teams. So, for the Boston Red Sox who are playing in St. Louis, as this was an open-seated tournament, leading off, playing second base, the Rem Dog, Jerry Remy from Fall River, Massachusetts. Batting second, playing shortstop, the Rooster, Rick Burleson. Batting third, the MVP of 1978, Jim Rice, and he is in left field. Batting fourth at first base, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Pudge Carlton Fisk. Batting sixth, the 1975 MVP and Rookie of the Year, playing center field, Freddie Lynn. Batting seventh in right field, Dwight Evans. Batting eighth, playing third base, Butch Hobson. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, the boomer, George C. Scott. On the mound for the Boston Red Sox, the whirling, corkscrew delivery of Luis Tiant, El Tiante. He was 13 and 8 in 1978 with a 3.31 earned run average. For the St. Louis Cardinals, leading off, playing left field, Jerry Mumphrey. Batting second, the shortstop, Gary Templeton. Batting third, the catcher, Ted Simmons. Batting fourth, the center fielder, George Hendrick. Batting fifth, first baseman, Keith Hernandez. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Ken Ritz. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Dane Orge. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Wayne Garrett. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Mike Phillips. On the bump, towing the rubber for the St. Louis Cardinals of 1978, Bob Forsch, 11 and 17 with a 3.70 earned run average. Also joining us in the chat, Phantomatic and JD. Hope all is well. Check out that great channel, JD. He's streaming some UFC and a lot of Red Dead Redemption. So check out JD and also Phantomatic. Soon to be streaming some History Maker Golf, and always a big thanks to everyone, Phantomatic, JD, and Hello Bro. So let's get to the ball game. And once again, the AI sim engine of Out of the Park Baseball 19 will be managing the St. Louis Cardinals. I will be managing the Boston Red Sox. The winner will advance to the Final Four. As we're at Busch Stadium. So once again, Bob Forsch is on the mound. Forsch, 11 and 17, striking out 114, walking 97. Stamina 10 out of 10, holding runners 7 out of 10, quality of pitches overall 4 out of 10, movement excellent 8 out of 10, control 5 out of 10. He has thrown a third of an inning out of the bullpen for the Cardinals. Behind the plate, Ted Simmons 8 out of 10 arm, 9 out of 10 defense. Ritz at third, 8 out of 10. Templeton at short, 7 out of 10. Mike Phillips at second, the weak link, below average, 4 out of 10. Keith Hernandez, 7 out of 10 at first. In left field, Jerry Mumphrey, 6 out of 10 defense and range, 8 out of 10 arm. In center field, George Hendrick, both 6 out of 10 for defense, range, and arm. And in right, Dane Orge, one step better, 7 out of 10 for both defense, range, and also arm. Stepping to the plate, Jerry Remy, the Rem Dog from Fall River, Massachusetts, was acquired in before the 1978 season. First year with the Red Sox, was playing with the Angels prior to that, as you can see by the cap. And in 1978, he batted .278, 2 homers and 44 ribbies. In the tournament, the Red Sox had a first-round bye. Remy is 1 for 4 with an RBI. Nuts. Why is that like that? Oh, we made a mistake. Let's fix this. Let's go to... I should be controlling the Red Sox. Option. There we go. And back to the ball game. That looks much better. Alright, here's Jerry Remy to lead off. Forsch picks up the sign from Ted Simmons. Here's the pitch. Ball game on the way. Full count to Remy. And Remy works a walk on that inside pitch. So Remy's at first. Excellent speed and stealing ability. 8 out of 10 for both. Hernandez holds him on. Here comes Rick Burleson. Burleson, the Rooster in 1978. 248, 5 homers, 49 ribbies. In the tournament, 2 for 5. No homers, no ribbies. 5 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. He's going to take the first pitch. Forsch throws over. Remy just gets back. So again, the Rooster will take. Here's the set and the delivery by Forsch, and they pitch out thinking Remy's going to go. So 1 ball, no strikes. Rooster to take again. Forsch deals. He checks his swing, but that's in there. It was in the strike zone. Good job of framing it by Simmons. So a 1-1 count. We're going to play hit and run. There goes Remy. The Rooster sends that ball to right. Orge racing towards the track. Makes the catch. Fires back towards first. Remy's back. So Burleson couldn't get it down on the ground. Failed hit and run. So 1 out, 1 on. For the MVP of 1978, Jim Rice. Rice batted .315, 46 home runs, 139 runners knocked in. In the tournament, he is 1 for 4 with a homer and 2 ribbies. Contact and power, 8 out of 10. Eye, 5 out of 10. He awaits the Forsch offering. Here's the pitch. Rice swings at the first pitch, pops it up. Coming in from second. And no, calling him off is Keith Hernandez as he calls off Phillips. There's 2 outs. Ball was popped up near the pitcher's mound. Again, Remy is at first with 2 outs now. And here comes Captain Carl Yastrzemski. He's playing first base today. And in 1978, 11 years after his MVP Triple Crown season of the Impossible Dream Boston Red Sox, who won the American League pennant, he batted .277, 17 homers, 81 ribbies. 6 out of 10 contact, 5 out of 10 power, 7 out of 10 eye. He is a left-handed spray hitter. He will use all fields. Remy will be off on contact. Hernandez holds him on. Forsch takes a peek. Now he rocks and fires to Yastrzemski. Full count. Yaz rips a ball to the right side. Phillips showing good range. Throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Bottom of the first. Louis Tiant on the mound for the Red Sox. El Tiante, 13-8, 3.31 earned run average, striking out 114, walking 57. Behind the plate, the always outstanding Carlton Fisk, 9 out of 10 arm, 10 out of 10 defense. Butch Hobson, an error machine at third. Probably should have started Broham or not, I think about it. 4 out of 10 defense. Rick Burleson, excellent at short, 9 out of 10. Remy, very good at second, 7 out of 10. And Yastrzemski, above average at first, even at this advanced age, 6 out of 10. In the outfield, Jim Rice, 8 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. Freddie Lynn, 7 out of 10 defense and range, 9 out of 10 arm. And Dwight Evans, 8 out of 10 defense and range, 9 out of 10 arm and right. Outstanding outfield for the 78 Boston Red Sox. They will face Mumphrey, Templeton, and Simmons. Jerry Mumphrey batted .262 with 2 homers and 37 ribbies. Switch hitter batting lefty against the right-handed throwing Louis Tiant. 6 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Bunting for a hit, we got to watch for that. That's a 5 out of 10. We're going to play corners in. Corners will play in. Hobson in at third. Yastrzemski in at first. Tiant nods his head. Corkscrew delivery. Here's the pitch to Mumphrey. 2-2 count. And Mumphrey rips a shot into center past the dive of the Rooster Rick Burleson. So Mumphrey, a very dangerous base runner at first. St. Louis starts the game off the way they wanted to, with Mumphrey at first base, Yastrzemski holding him on, and here comes Gary Templeton, the shortstop. Templeton would be later traded to the San Diego Padres for Ozzie Smith. Templeton in 78, 280, 2 homers, 47 ribbies. 7 out of 10 contact, non-existent power, only 1 out of 10, and he will chase 2 out of 10 eye. Red Sox will move to double play depth in the infield. Tiant, 4 out of 10 quality of pitching, 6 out of 10 movement, 7 out of 10 control. We're going to go with a pitch around. Let's see if we can get Templeton to pound the ball into the ground. Here's the pitch to Gary Templeton. Oh, Tiant throws the ball away. There goes the double play, the old-fashioned way, that's for sure. Advancing to second is Mumphrey. The knuckle curve could not be handled by Fisk. It was a wild pitch. We'll move our infield defense back to normal. Wow, they don't look like they're back to normal, alright. 1 ball, no strikes. Tiant looks to the heavens. He whirls, he dirls. Knuckle curve, 2-1. Ground ball back to Tiant. He throws to Yastrzemski at first, 1 away, but advancing to third is Mumphrey. The wild pitch helps Mumphrey advance to third. 1 out, and here comes the catcher, Ted Simmons, another switch hitter. A plethora of switch hitters in this lineup for the Cardinals. In 78, Ted Simmons had a very good year. 287, 22 homers, 80 ribbies. 8 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. The Red Sox will give up the run for the out. He's a left-handed extreme pull hitter. So we're going to shift right and guard third in the infield and shift right in the outfield. Big moment here for the Cardinals. They want to jump out on top. Fisk pounds the mid, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Ted Simmons. 1-1 count. And Simmons sends that ball shallow center. And Freddie Lynn makes the diving catch. And quickly getting back to third base is Mumphrey. That was an RBI stolen away by Gold Dust Twin number 1, Freddie Lynn. So 2 outs. Runner at third for the cleanup hitter, George Hendrick, who batted .288, 17 homers and 67 ribbies. 7 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Right-handed normal hitter. On deck, Keith Hernandez. Tiant quickly nods his head. The big windup and the pitch to Hendrick. 1-2. Ground ball, Hobson, and Hobson boots it, and the run scores. As the error-prone Butch Hobson brings joy to the fans in St. Louis as he just kicks the dirt and picks up the ball. 1-0 Cardinals, when the Red Sox should be heading back to the dugout. Inning stays alive. Hendrick is at first, very slow. Yastrzemski holding him on. Here comes Keith Hernandez, first baseman. 255, 11 homers, 64 ribbies. 6 out of 10 contact, 4 out of 10 power, 7 out of 10 eye. Left-handed normal hitter. Tiant takes a peek at first. Corkscrew delivery. And that ball's hit down the left field line on the run. Jim Rice at the line, and he makes the catch. Very good play by Rice. The side is retired, but the Cardinals do pick up one thanks to the error from Butch Hobson. Shocking. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming definitely feels the pain of Butch Hobson. Top of the second, due up for the Red Sox, Fisk, Lynn, and Evans. Carlton Fisk in 1978, 284, 20 homers, 88 ribbies. In the tournament, 1 for 5, no homers, no ribbies. 6s across the board for contact, power, and eye. Simmons wiggles the fingers. Forsch obliges with a quick nod of the head. The windup and the pitch to Fisk. Fisk swings at the first pitch, sends that deep down the right field line, but that's going to hang up near the line, and Forge makes the catch. 1 down. You can hear the enthusiasm of these Cardinals fans. They want Cinderella to go on here. And here comes Freddie Lynn, the center fielder, who made an outstanding catch, robbing a base hit from Simmons and an RBI. Lynn in 1978, 298, 22 home runs, 82 ribbies. 1 for 4 in the tournament, no homers, no RBI. 8 out of 10 contact versus right-handed pitching, 7 out of 10 for power and eye. 1 swing of the bat for Freddie, you can tie it up here. Force rocks and fires, 2-1 count. Lynn swings, sends that ball deep right center field. Orge on the run. He leaps. Did he make the catch? He makes the catch and bangs into the wall. Holy cow. What a play by Dane Orge. And there are 2 outs. The Cardinals have some angels in the outfield. Let's watch that replay. This looks like extra bases, possibly a home run. Freddie Lynn crushes that ball right center field. There's Dane Orge. He makes the leap and the catch, bangs into the wall, and there's 2 down. So 2 outs, bases empty for Dwight Evans. In 1978, Dewey batted .247, 24 homers, and 63 RBIs. He was beamed in August and never really recovered from that. In the 1978 playoff, one-game playoff against the Yankees, he did not start. He did get a pinch hitting appearance, though, late in the game. So here comes Evans. In the tournament, 1 for 4. 5 out of 7 contacts, 7 out of 10 for power and eye. Forsch looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He's ready to work. He deals to Evans. 3-1 count, and Evans works a walk. So Evans will be at first. Hernandez to hold him on. Evans, 5 out of 10 speed, 6 out of 10 stealing ability. Here comes Butch Hobson. He's got to make up for that error that cost the Red Sox a run. 250 in 1978, 17 homers, 80 ribbies. Coming out an absolutely outstanding 1977 where he hit 30 home runs, batting 9th. And I want to say he had either 100 or very close to 100 RBIs. And in 1978, he had bone spurs in his elbow, and Don Zimmer and the Red Sox just kept playing him at third when he really shouldn't have been playing. He should have just been DHing. George Scott, the Boomers on deck. Hobson, 2 for 4 with 2 homers and 3 ribbies. 5 out of 10 in the tournament. 5 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power for power and eye. Evans takes a lead. Forsch looks over. Here's the pitch to Hobson. Hobson swings at the first pitch, drives that ball to left, but he got under it, and moving towards left center and making the catch. And retiring the side is Mumphrey, the man who scored on the Hobson error. We go to the bottom of the second, still 1-0 Cardinals. Due up for the Cardinals, Ritz, Orge, and Garrett to face Louis Tiant. Ken Ritz, 246, 10 home runs, 75 ribbies, 5 out of 10 contact, 4 out of 10 power, 3 out of 10 eye. Right-handed normal hitter. Infield, outfield, straightaway, and normal for the Boston Red Sox. Fisk sets the target. Tiant looks to the heavens, corkscrew delivery. Ritz swings at the first pitch, grounds it slowly to the rooster, and Burleson throws to first, 1 down. That will bring up Dane Orge, 271, no homers, 4 ribbies. Limited playing time, 85 at-bats, 35 games in 78. 4 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. Left-handed spray hitter. He will use all fields. Tiant again nods his head. He whirls, he dirls, pitch homeward bound. And that ball is blooped to left center field. On the run is Rice. And Freddie Lynn calls him off. The center fielder takes charge. 2 down. Both players were there. So 2 outs, base is empty. For the number 8 batter, the designated hitter, Wayne Garrett, former New York Metropolitan, also, I think he played for the Oakland or he'll go on to play for the Oakland Athletics, or played for Oakland also. And in 1978, again, limited at-bats, 333, 1 homer, 10 ribbies, 4 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Another left-handed spray hitter. Tiant looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He's ready to work. He deals to Wayne Garrett. 0-2. Garrett pops it up. And the rooster calls off Remy. Makes the catch. Side is retired. Top of the third, 1-0 Cardinals. Due up for the Red Sox, the boomer George Scott. In the top of the order, Jerry Remy and Rick Burleson. George Scott, after an outstanding 1977 season for him, only batted .233, 12 home runs, 54 ribbies. In the tournament, he is 0 for 3. The boomer, 5 out of 10 contact and power, 6 out of 10 on. Forsch picks up the sign from Simmons. The windup and the pitch to Scott. 1-2, swing and a miss. The boomer goes down swinging. That happened on many occasions in 1978. 1 away. Cardinals throw it around the infield. Top of the order, Jerry Remy. He walked his first time up. Remy awaits the Forsch offering. Here's the pitch. 1-0. Remy swings, and he sends that high to left center field. On the run, but being called off by the center fielder, Hendrick. Was Mumphrey. Hendrick makes the catch, 2 away. So 2 outs, base is empty for Rick Burleson, the rooster. He is 0 for 1. Burleson will take. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball. That was low. Off-speed pitch missed low. So 1-0 count. He'll take again. Another off-speed pitch. And that's in there for a strike. The rooster didn't like that call. Good job of framing the pitch by Ted Simmons. So a 1-1 count. 2 outs, no one on. Top of the third, 1-0 Cardinals. Simmons goes through the signs. Forsch is ready to work. Here's the pitch, homeward bound, 1-2. And that's a ground ball to the right side. And Burleson grounds out to the second baseman. Phillips, side retired. Bottom of the third, still 1-0 Cardinals. Forsch pitching a gem. Louis Tiant back up on the hill. He'll face Phillips in the top of the order, Humphreys and Templeton. Mike Phillips, who just threw out Rick Burleson in 1978, was 268. 1 homer, 28 ribbies, 5 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. Another left-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Tiant to Phillips. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss! And that's Tiant's first strikeout. Set him up with a knuckle curve and then blew the fastball by him. So 1 out top of the order, Jerry Mumphrey. He has scored the only run for the Cardinals on the Butch Hobson era. He is 1 for 1. Switch hitter batting lefty. Tiant with the corkscrew delivery. Pitch homeward bound. 3-1 count. And Humphreys walks. So he's on base twice. That's a man you don't want on base. A very dangerous base runner is Mumphrey. Yastrzemski holding him on. Tiant throws over. Humphreys is back. Now bring up Gary Templeton. He is 0 for 1. The Red Sox will once again move into double play depth. Templeton switch hitter batting lefty. Burleson and Remy pinch the middle. Tiant will pitch out of the hold runner. Here's the pitch to Templeton. There goes the runner. Fisk throws down. Humphreys is safe. Good throw by Fisk, but Humphreys stole that on El Tiante. So Humphreys in scoring position. The Cardinals continue to try to put the pressure on the Boston Red Sox here. Red Sox huge favorites to advance to the semifinals. Red Sox will move out of double play depth, infield normal, outfield normal. The count on Templeton is 1-0. On deck, Ted Simmons. Fisk sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Gary Templeton, 2-1. Templeton grounds back to Tiant, who fires to Yastrzemski. And good base running by Humphreys, and he advances to third once again with 2 outs. Ted Simmons' first time up was robbed of a base hit from Freddie Lynn in center and an RBI. Tiant works quickly to Simmons, 0-2, and he sends that ball out to Freddie Lynn. Lynn moving towards right center field. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Humphreys stranded at third. We go to the top of the fourth. Cinderella still going quite well. They're up 1-0, the Cardinals. 2 up for the Red Sox. Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk to face Bob Forsch. Forsch has gone 3 innings, no runs, no hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Rice is 0 for 1. The windup and the pitch from Forsch. Full count. Rice swings, grounds it to Templeton at short, who fires to Hernandez. 1 down. Red Sox still hitless, and here comes Captain Carl Yastrzemski. He is 0 for 1. Yaz, left-handed spray hitter. Simmons goes through the signs. Here's the pitch to Yaz. Full count. Yastrzemski swings, and he sends one into left center field, and that's the first hit for the Red Sox. Takes a wide turn, but heads back to first wisely. Tying run at first, and Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz, not a very fast runner, 2 out of 10. Stealing ability, not bad though, above average, 6 out of 10, so he reads a pitcher's move quite well. Hernandez holding him on. And here comes Carlton Fisk. He is 0 for 1. Forsch takes a peek. He deals to Fisk, 1-0. Fisk swings, and he grounds it to Templeton, and Yaz goes hard into Phillips to break up the double play, but they do get Yastrzemski for the force out, and that's the second out of the inning. So now it's Fisk who represents the tying run at first, very slow-footed, but again, base stealing-wise, excellent, 8 out of 10. So he reads a pitcher move quite well. Here comes Freddie Lynn. Lynn is 0 for 1. He was robbed of a possible home run. Definitely extra bases as Dean Orge, right center field, on the run, made the leaping catch and banged into the wall. Freddie Lynn looking for some revenge here. Forsch takes a peek at first, now looks in at Simmons, picks up the side. Here's the pitch to Freddie Lynn, 0-2. Lynn sends that ball past the dive of Phillips into center field. And Fisk will hold at second, as that will be suicide to run on Hendrick's arm. So 2 outs, 2 on, and here comes Dwight Evans. Evans walked his first time up. Right-handed pull hitter. The Cardinals don't shift, though. Infield, outfield, normal, and straight away. 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the fourth, Cardinals lead the Boston Red Sox 1-0 in our 1978 one-and-done tournament. The windup and the pitch from Forsch. 1-1 count. And Evans sends a blooper into center. Coming on is Hendrick. Shallow center, makes the catch. The side is retired. The Red Sox threaten with 2 outs but do not score. We go to the bottom of the fourth. The clock has not struck 12 on the Cinderella Cardinals yet. Due up for the Cards, Hendrick, Hernandez, and Ritz to face Louis Tiant. Tiant has gone 3 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs. The run that scored was unearned due to the error by Butch Hobson at third base. He's walked 1, struck out 1. Hendrick is 0 for 1, right-handed normal hitter. Tiant looks to the heavens, corkscrew delivery. 1-1 count. Hendrick, ground ball up the middle, and it's past the lunge of Burleson into center field. Hendrick at first, slow-footed. Not a bad base stealer, though. Yastrzemski holding him on. Here's Keith Hernandez, 0 for 1, left-handed normal hitter. The Red Sox infield will move into double play depth. Outfield straightaway in normal. Here's the pitch to Hernandez, full count. Hernandez grounds to Burleson. Burleson moves to the left, throws to Remy, fires to first, but not in time. Hernandez beats it out, getting those few extra steps from the left-handed side. Made a difference. So 1 out, and Hernandez is now at first. And here comes Ken Ritz, the third baseman. He is 0 for 1, right-handed normal hitter. Red Sox move to double play depth in the infield. Tiant takes a peek at first. Now picks up the sign from Fisk. Here's the pitch to Ritz. 1-1 count. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Fisk throws down, and Hernandez is out. It looked like a hit and run gone bad. Swing and a miss. So there's 2 outs. Nice throw by Fisk, as Remy applied the tag, and the count on Rich now with 2 outs and the base is empty is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rich digs in, chokes up on that bat just a bit. Let's see if Tiant goes with the knuckle curve here. He looks to the heavens. He whirls, he dirls. Corkscrew delivery, ball going home. 3-2, ground ball to Burleson. Burleson throws to Yastrzemski as Rich pounds the knuckle curve into the ground, and the side is retired. Fisk throws out a runner. We go to the top of the 5th, still 1-0 Cardinals. Due up for the Red Sox, Hobson, who has to make amends for that error. That's the difference in the ball game than Scott and Remy. Butch Hobson is 0 for 1. Simmons goes through the signs. Force shakes him off. Now he nods his head. He deals to Hobson. 1-0. Hobson swings and he punches one to center, and that is down for a hit. Hendrick fields it and throws it in. So Butch Hobson represents the tying run at first. Again, not very fleet of foot, the former Alabama football player, but good stealing ability, 7 out of 10. Here comes the boomer George Scott, and actually he's not a bad bunter, 5 out of 10. Struck out his last time up, and we're going to lay down a bunt. We're going to play a little surprise here. Here's the pitch, and Scott puts the bunt down, and the only plays to first. So Scott bunting for a base hit does his job, the secondary job. He moves Hobson over into scoring position, as Phillips was covering first. Force fielding the ball. So 1 out, and Hobson's at second for Jerry Remy, the leadoff batter. He has walked. He's 0 for 1. Remy with a chance to knock in Hobson. He awaits the Force offering. Here's the pitch. 1-0. Remy swings. Slow grounder. Here comes Templeton. It's going to be a base hit as it gets past the mound. Templeton barehands it and just holds on to it. So the speed of Jerry Remy and the slow roller that just got past Bob Force. That's a very surprising play on the AstroTurf. So runners on the corners with 1 out. Here comes the Rooster, Rick Burleson. You know he wants the crow. Remy, excellent speed at first. Butch Hobson, not so much at third. And here's the Rooster. He's 0 for 2. Simmons wiggles his fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Burleson. 1-0. Burleson sends that ball center field, right center. Shallow. Hendricks on the run, makes the catch. The ball is average outfield depth. Hobson is an awful runner. Rice is on deck. Hendrick has a great arm. Hobson will bluff and stay, as Hendrick fires it in towards the plate. So now 2 outs. Hobson's at third. Remy is at first. And here comes the 1978 MVP, Jim Ed Rice. Rice is 0 for 2. 1 for 6 in the tournament. His 1 hit was a 2-run homer. Big moment here. 1-0 Cardinals. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Rice. 1-2. Rice grounds it up the middle. Templeton dive. Throw to first. The side is retired. Templeton robs Rice of an RBI tying single. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-0 Cardinals. Holy cow. In the words of the late great Phil Rizzuto, this clock doesn't want to strike 12 yet. on the Cinderella Cardinals. Tiant back up on the mound. He's thrown 62 pitches in 4 innings. He's only given up 2 hits. The run was unearned. He's walked 1, struck out 1. He will face Forge, Garrett, and Phillips, the bottom third of the Cardinal order. Dane Orge is 0 for 1. Left-handed spray hitter. Here's the pitch from El Tiante. 0-1. Orge punches the ball the other way past the dive of Hobson into left field. Some nervousness now in that Red Sox dugout. And here's Wayne Garrett. DH, he's 0 for 1, 0 for 4 in the tournament. Yastrzemski holding on a slow-footed Dane Orge. Red Sox move to double play depth. Here's the pitch to Wayne Garrett, 1-0. Garrett grounds to Burleson. Burleson to Remy, on to Yastrzemski, double play. Knuckle curveball beat into the ground. As if you're scoring at home, 6-4-3. Two outs, base is empty. The number 9 batter, Mike Phillips, he is 0 for 1. Tiant works quickly to Phillips. 0-1 count. Phillips grounds to Burleson. Slow roller, strong throw, and they get Phillips. We go to the top of the 6th. Still 1-0 Cardinals. What a pitcher's duel we have here at Busch Stadium between El Tiante and Bob Forsch. Due up for the Red Sox, Captain Carl Yastrzemski, then Pudge, Carlton Fisk, and Freddie Lynn. Yaz is 1 for 2. Can Yaz go yard and tie it up? We shall see. Forsch is ready to work. He deals to Yastrzemski. Full count. Yastrzemski sends that ball down the line, right field line. That's a rip shot. Yaz digging for 2. And he slides in safely. Captain Carl Yastrzemski, a leadoff double, representing the tying run at second. Now it's the St. Louis fans who are getting a bit antsy. And here comes Carlton Fisk. Pudge is 0 for 2, 1 for 7 in the series. No homers, no ribbies. 143 batting average. Great time for him to break out. He's looking for something to tee it high and let it fly. Here's the pitch to Pudge. 1-2 to Fisk. And Fisk punches that ball to right center. It drops in. Hendrick charging. And they'll hold Yastrzemski. So back-to-back hits. A double from Yaz to start things off. And a single by Fisk. First and third, no outs. And here come the Red Sox. They want to advance to the semifinals in our one-and-done 1978 tournament. And here's Freddie Lynn, the Gold Dust Twin number 1. Freddie Lynn's 1 for 2. He was robbed of extra bases, if not a home run, on a shot he hit the right center his first time up. Dane Orge made an outstanding play. Can Lynn put the Red Sox ahead? They trail by 1. Runners on the corners, no out. Here's the pitch to Freddie Lynn. 1-1 count. Lynn swings, sends that ball to right. On the run, Dane Orge near the line. He reaches out, makes the catch, firing back in. Yastrzemski does not go. Orge has been all over the place in right, so 1 out. Runners on the corners for Dwight Evans. Evans is 0 for 1 with a walk. On deck, Butch Hobson. Evans needs to hit this ball deep to try to score Yastrzemski. All pretty good arms in the Cardinal outfield. Evans is going to take. Here's the pitch from Forsch. They come inside. That's a ball. Fastball too far in. Evans looks down. He gets the green light. The windup and the pitch to Dewey. 1-1 count. Evans sends that ball in the center field. Base hit. And we have a tie ball game. Yastrzemski trots in and steps on home plate. And it's 1-1. All high fives in the Red Sox dugout. Evans claps his hands at first. So Fisk is at second. 2 out of 10 speed. 8 out of 10 stealing ability, but he's not stealing. And Evans, 5 out of 10 speed, 6 out of 10 stealing ability. Hernandez playing behind him, and here's Butch Hobson. Hobson is 1 for 2. Again, it's his error that allowed the only run for the Cardinals to score. Here's the pitch to Butch Hobson. 1-2 to Hobson. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is Forsch's second strikeout to go with 2 walks. He set him up with the off-speed pitch and blew the fastball by him. Hobson couldn't catch up to the high cheese. And so we have a 1-1 ball game, 2 outs, 2 on, top of the 6th. And here comes the boomer, George Scott. He is 0 for 1. He did have a sacrifice bunt. Can the boomer go boom? Simmons pounds the mid, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Scott. Scott swings at the first pitch, and he lifts it right center field. Mumphrey on the run, Hendrick on the run, and Mumphrey calls off Hendrick, and the left fielder makes the catch. Side is retired, but the ball game is tied up thanks to the single from Dwight Evans. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 1-1. Due up for the Cardinals, the top of the order, Mumphrey, Templeton, and Simmons. To face Louis Tiant, he's thrown 68 pitches, 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 1 K. The run was unearned. Error by Butch Hobson. Mumphrey's 1 for 1 with a walk. Here's the pitch to Jerry Mumphrey. Full count, and Mumphrey walks again. He's been on base all 3 times. You gotta keep him off the bases. Tiant not very happy with himself. Fisk wanted the call. He didn't get it from the man in blue. He wanted that arm to go up. Instead, Mumphrey takes a stride and a free pass down to first. Yastrzemski holding him on at first. Tiant throws over. Oh, boy. Had him leaning. Had him leaning. And here's Gary Templeton. Templeton's 0 for 2. He robbed Jim Rice of a base hit and RBI defensively. There's the pitch out from Tiant. Mumphrey doesn't go. Throw over to first. Mumphrey gets back. Oh, the ball gets away from Yastrzemski. Bad throw in the dirt by Tiant. What they wanted to do was keep Mumphrey close and not let him advance, and now he's advanced once again. Once on a wild pitch, once on a stolen base, and now on a bad throw to first. Go ahead run at second. Tiant has to bear down here. Peeks over his shoulder. Corkscrew delivery to Templeton. 1-1 count. Templeton sends that ball high to center field. Lynn moves over a bit, and Freddie Lynn makes the catch. Bluffing at second, but staying is Mumphrey. So 1 out, 1 on. Ted Simmons steps to the plate. Hendrick on deck. The catcher is 0 for 2. Switch hitter. Batting lefty. He's an extreme pull hitter. The Red Sox will shift right, guard third. So Hobson still guarding third in case of a Mumphrey steal attempt. Here's the pitch to Ted Simmons. 1-2 count. Simmons goes deep the other way. Oh boy, looking up is Rice, and that ball is gone. Ted Simmons has put the Cardinals up 3-1, and the Red Sox dugout is in shock. As that ball carried 351, Rice racing back to the wall, looked up, and bye-bye birdie. Ted Simmons just touched them all. And somewhere in YouTube land, ID Gesture is very happy. A very big Cardinal fan. It looks like Cinderella still wants to stay at the ball. And let's watch that home run in replay. Here's the pitch. Boom! Simmons goes the other way. Knuckle curve did not knuckle. And that ball's gone. Touch them all, Ted Simmons. It's 3-1 Cardinals here, with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th, and the Red Sox will now get their bullpen up. As Louis Tiant gives up 2 earned runs. Getting up in the bullpen will be the lefty Tom Bergmeyer, but we don't have much faith in him. And the righty, Bob Stanley. What a shocking upset this could be. The Red Sox just tied it up, and the Cardinals come right back. What grit and fortitude as they get 2 in the bottom of the 6th with a 2-run homer from Simmons. Here comes George Hendrick. The center fielder is 1 for 2. Tiant rubs up the baseball, not very happy with himself. Back up on the bump. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. 1-1 count. Hendrick grounds it slowly to Tiant, who throws to Yastrzemski. 2 down. And here's Keith Hernandez, the first baseman for the Cardinals, is 0 for 2. Left-handed normal hitter. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Tiant up to 86 pitches now. The big windup and the pitch to Hernandez. 2-0. Hernandez swings, grounds it to Tiant, who throws to first. Side is retired. Got him on the knuckle curve, just like Hendrick. but he did give up the big boom to Simmons. We go to the top of the 7th. 9 outs left for both of these teams, and it's 3-1 Cardinals. Cinderella's still looking pretty good. Due up the top of the order to face Bob Forsch, Jerry Remy, Rick Burleson, and Jim Rice. Continuing to warm in the Red Sox bullpen are Bergmeyer and Stanley. They're both ready. We shall sit them down. That's a very surprising result so far. Here's Jerry Remy. He's 1 for 2. He'll take. Here's the pitch to the Rem Dog. And that is inside. Missed with the fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. He'll take again. And that looks outside. 2-0. Remy looks down to third. Picks up the side. Forsch looks in. Simmons pounds the mitt. He wants Forsch to hit the target. The Rem Dog to take again. Here's the pitch. And, oh, caught the inside corner. Remy just sort of shakes his head in disbelief. 2-1. Remy's ready to grip and rip. Forsch kicks and fires. Remy swings and he pops it up left side. Templeton calls off Ritz, the third baseman. 1 down. Good job of Forsch battling back. Forsch has now pitched 6 1/3 innings. He's given up 7 hits, 1 earned run. Walked 2, struck out 2. He's thrown 99 pitches. Here comes Rick Burleson, who's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to the Rooster. 0-1. Inside. Burleson nubs it back towards the mound. Forsch quickly picks it up, fires to first. 2 down. So 2 outs, bases empty for Jim Rice, who is 0 for 3. He was robbed of a hit and an RBI by Gary Templeton. Rice needs to go boom to pull the Red Sox to within 1. Wiggling the fingers behind the plate is Ted Simmons. Here's the pitch to Jim Ed Rice. 1 ball, no strikes. Rice goes boom, sends it deep to center, racing back as Hendrick. He looks up and it's gone! Rice crushes that ball. Jim Rice racing around the bag, now slowing up, going towards home, steps on the plate, and it is 3-2. The Red Sox pull to within 1 on the Rice blast, the 1978 MVP. High fives all around in that Red Sox dugout. Captain Carl Yastrzemski will now next stride to the plate. And let's watch that replay of the Rice blast. A flat slider, and Rice crushed it dead center, and it's 3-2 Cardinals. Redbird fans not very happy. And here's Carl Yastrzemski, 2 outs, bases empty, 3-2. Can Yaz go back-to-back jacks? He awaits the Forsch offering, pitch homeward bound, 2-1. And Yastrzemski punches that ball center field, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Yaz has his 2nd double of the game. As Hendrick couldn't track it down, it got to the wall, and Yastrzemski standing at 2nd. Tying run at 2nd, and here comes Carlton Fisk. Fisk is 1 for 3, and in 1978, Fisk had 20 home runs. 6 out of 10 for power, contact, and eye. Yastrzemski will be off on contact. He'll have extra steps there. Only 2 out of 10 speed. He'll need those extra steps. Weakest arm in the outfield, 6 out of 10. George Hendrick in center, which is still above average. Here's the pitch to Pudge. Fisk swings at the first pitch, and he drives his ball center field. Hendrick on the run. He can't get there. The tying run scores on back-to-back doubles. And we have a 3-3 ball game. So Fisk comes through, Yastrzemski scores, and it's 3-3. The Red Sox come roaring back with 2 in the top of the 7th, and all done with 2 outs. Rice homers, Yastrzemski doubles, and Fisk doubles. A chance for the Red Sox to go ahead here. Moni G's joined us in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. And here's Freddie Lynn. 1 for 3. Let's get our bullpen back up. Stanley. He's ready. And the lefty. Better off with Bergmeyer. And he's ready. So here's Freddie Lynn, chance to put the Red Sox ahead. Fisk, again, slow-footed catcher, and he defines that. 2 out of 10 speed. Here's the pitch to Freddie Lynn, 1 for 3. 1-0. Lynn's. Oh, a balk is called. Oh, what was forced thinking? It was clearly a balk, and now Fisk advances to third. He is 90 feet away from putting the Red Sox ahead. The count is 1 ball, no strikes on Lynn. Steps out of the batter's box for a moment. Now back in the left-hander's batter's box. Ready to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch from Forsch. 2-2 count, and Freddie Lynn's swing and a miss. As they play Take Me Out to the ball game, we have a new ball game. It's 3-3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. The winner will advance to the semifinals here in our one-and-done 1978 baseball tournament using Out of the Park Baseball 19. For it's root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Sip of water. Alrighty. So Stanley is ready. Bergmeyer's ready. Tiant has gotten Ritz twice. We're going to sit Stanley down. And we're going to sit Bergmeyer down. We're going to have Tiant, another batter here. Ritz is 0 for 2. Cardinal third baseman. The big windup and the pitch from Tiant. Full count. And that's a base hit into center, and that's it for Louis Tiant. Tiant's day is done. He's up to 95 pitches. Go ahead run at first. A slow-footed Ken Ritz. And we have lefty, lefty, lefty. Bergmeyer's up. Stanley's up again. Let's see Dane Orge. What did he do against lefties? In 4 at-bats, he was 0 for 4. They're going to pinch hit. If we put Bergmeyer up, they're going to pinch hit. They have nothing on their bench, though. Just check out Garrett. Garrett against lefties. He came over from Montreal. So against 143. St. Louis. Yeah, so he's stinky against lefties too. And I know Mike Phillips is awful against lefties. Actually, he's not. Mike Phillips actually hits lefties in limited at-bats, 368. So we're going to bring Bergmeyer in. They're going to go pinch hitter most likely. We're going to sit Stanley, but he's going to be ready to come in at a moment's notice. So here comes Tom Bergmeyer. We'll give you his numbers real quick. In 1978, 2 wins, 1 losses, 4 saves, 4.40 earned run average. He has some control issues, even though he had 6 out of 10 for control. He struck out 24, walked 23. Not an overpowering pitcher. Quality of pitch is below average, 3 out of 10. Movement, 7 out of 10. Control, 6 out of 10. And here's Dane Orge, who is 1 for 2. Let's see. Ritz, the go-ahead run at first. Yastrzemski holding him on. Red Sox will move their infield to double play depth. Here's the pitch to Orge. 2 balls, no strikes. Orge swings, grounds to Hobson. Hobson to Remy. Remy turns and fires to Yastrzemski. Double play. 5 to 4 to 3. Pitcher's best friend, 2 for 1. Holy cow. Dave Little has joined us. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. As Dave Little says, holy mackerel. Is this out of the ballpark or the Grammy Awards? You must have heard me singing. So 2 outs, base is empty, and Wayne Garrett comes to the plate. And let's just get Stanley up. 3-3 ball game, 2 outs. Surprising 3-3 ball game. Bergmeyer's ready. He deals to Wayne Garrett. 1-0. Garrett swings, grounds it up the middle. Burleson. Great range. He throws. Yastrzemski scoops it out of the dirt side. Retired. Great range there by the Rooster. Going right in front of the second base bag. And in one motion, scooping, spinning, and throwing. We go to the top of the 8th. And it's a 3-3 ball game. Stanley will sit. Due up for the Red Sox, Evans, Hobson, and Scott to face the new pitcher, the closer for the Cardinals, Mark Littell. Littell was 4 wins, 8 losses, 11 saves, 2.79 earned run average, striking out 130. He throws strikes and only walking 59. Stamina 1 out of 10, so he's probably good if all goes well for 6 outs. Quality of pitch is outstanding, 9 out of 10. Movement, excellent, 7 out of 10. Control, average, 5 out of 10. Moni G says, oh, many thanks Al for stopping by last night at Lady Wilburton's Den and the book club. I like the book club. I was cleaning the kitchen, listening along. Once in a while, popping something into the chat, but listening along. Very enjoyable, the book club. I enjoy it. It's a fun time. I like it. I wouldn't go there if I didn't enjoy it. I thank you for having me. We got to get you on chat with Al one of these nights, Moni G. All right, here comes Dwight Evans. 1 for 2 with the ribby. Littell, he's ready to work. The big windup and the pitch. 1-2 count on Evans. And he strikes him out looking. Evans didn't take the bat off his shoulder. That was a 98-mile-per-hour fastball in the inside corner. He overwhelmed Evans there. So 1 out. And here comes Butch Hobson. Hobson's 1 for 3. Stanley gets up once again. He's ready. We only have 1 out. Let's sit him. We don't want to tire him. But we can actually put him in the ball game if we want to. Switch. We're going to check out the switch hitters real quick. Lefty 250 for the Cardinals. Templeton, lefty 288 against left-handed pitching. Simmons 292. Not a lot of difference there. Alright, let's see if Hobson can jump on a fastball from Littell. I might have called him little last time, I apologize. Ted Simmons goes through the sign, sets the target, the windup, and the pitch to Hobson. 3-0 count, and Hobson walks. So you go from one extreme to another. He strikes out Evans looking, and now he walks the go-ahead run in Butch Hobson. And Hobson is an error machine. And I think it's time to take Mr. Butch Hobson out of the ball game. Late in the ball game, tied at 3. Jack Brohammer. Oh, Bob Bailey's god-awful. This is how bad... Bob Bailey, who just recently passed away, God rest his soul, but the Red Sox got him in his last year of baseball, and he stunk. Oh, God. It's just awful. I used to cringe. Iron Man, he was horrible. A good ball player, I mean, overall, but I mean, at the end, it was bad. I just wanted to show you. I just want to bring back horrible nightmares of childhood nightmares of Bob Bailey for me. Alrighty. We need a faster base runner. Brohammer will come into play third. He's an 8 at third, so a much better third baseman defensively. I don't think we have any speed on this team. So it's Gary Hancock. He's a 3. Duffy. Duffy's a 6. Duffy's going to come into pinch run. So Duffy will come into pinch run. They have him listed as a first baseman. That's kind of funny. Because I remember him playing a lot at short. Again, not a stellar. He came over from Cleveland. So Duffy's going to come in and run for Butch Hobson. And Brohammer will come in to play defense. And here's the boomer. Go ahead, run at first. 1 out. We're going to get Stanley back up in case we bang into a double play. He's ready. Here's Scott. He's 0 for 2. Let's see if he can run into a Mark Littell fastball. Duffy, 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Hernandez holding him on. Here's the pitch to Scott. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball. Can't catch up to it. Alright, let's sit Stanley. Don't want to retire out. So here's Jerry Remy. Remy is 1 for 3. Duffy will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to the Rem Dog. 1-1. Remy pops it up. Third base. Ritz coming in. Makes the catch. The side is retired. And Jack Brohammer will come in to play third. Duffy's out of the game. Pinch runner. Hobson's out. So Brohammer comes in to play third. And Bob Stanley. Warming up. Are you kidding me? So now we'll do a mound visit. Stanley will be ready after the mound visit. Bergmeyer says he has plenty left. Cancel. And here comes Bob Stanley. Bergmeyer did his job in the bottom of the 7th to keep it a 3-3 ball game. The ball is turned over to Stanley. And Campbell will now get up. Actually, Drago will get up. And Hassler, righty lefty. Drago the righty, Andy Hassler the lefty. And here's Mike Phillips 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Bob Stanley. Bob Stanley in 1978, they had a very good year. 15-2 as a spot starter and pitching out of the bullpen with 10 saves, a 2.60 earned run average. He struck out 38, walked 34. He had this, I want to say he had the screwball, the Scroogey. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to the left-handed batting Phillips. 2 balls, 1 strike. Phillips swings, shallow fly ball, opposite field to left. Rice comes in, makes the catch, 1 away. Top of the order, Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey has been on base all 3 times. He has a single, 2 walks. Hello, Jake Cruz. Hope all is well. Stanley Steamer picks up the sign from Fisk. Here's the pitch to Jerry Mumphrey's 1-2, and Mumphrey rips a shot. Yastrzemski backhands it, throws to Stanley, who just steps on the bag, and they just get Mumphrey. First time Mumphrey has been retired. 2 outs. Drago and Hassler continue to warm in the Red Sox bullpen. The Oregon is trying to rev up this Cardinal fan base. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, 3-3 ball game. The winner advances to the semifinals in our one-and-done 1978 tournament. Now it's Bob Stanley to face Gary Templeton. Cardinal shortstop is 0 for 3. Switch hitter batting lefty. Stanley ready to work. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Templeton. Templeton swings at the first pitch. He punches it to right center field. Freddie Lynn on the run. He calls off. Emmett makes the catch. We go to the top of the 9th, tied at 3. Drago and Hassler are ready. They will sit down in the Red Sox bullpen. What a ball game we have here. Red Sox getting quite a tussle here in St. Louis. The Cardinals, the Cinderella team, one of a few Cinderella teams in this tournament, do not want that clock to strike 12. They want to find that slipper. Due up, Burleson, Rice, and Yastrzemski. The Rooster is 0 for 4. Mark Littell back up on the mound. Here's the pitch to Burleson. 0-1. Burleson swings. He bloops one into left center field. It's going to drop in. Burleson picks up his first hit. Go-ahead run at first. Burleson, 5 out of 10 speed, 7 out of 10 stealing, and that is it. They have now put their faith in John Urea. Oh my Lord. Urea, a starter, was 4 and 9 no saves in 78. He did have 4 saves in 77. Earned run average, god-awful, 5.38. He did strike out 61 while only walking 47 in 98, 2/3 of an inning. I can't believe so Littell, again, only had 1 stamina. He did throw... Well, he's done for the day. And all the faith of the Cardinal fans are put on the shoulder of John Urea. And here comes Jim Rice, who is 1 for 4. He only has 2 hits in the tournament, and they're both home runs. He's knocked in 3. Let's see if Rice can go yard once again. Burleson's at first, no outs. Hernandez holding him on. Here's the pitch. Full count to Rice. And Rice crushes that ball, and that's going to get down the right field line. Giving chase is Dane Orge. It's going to be a double. And it's 2nd and 3rd, and the Boo Birds have come out, and the Red Sox are here to mash. As Moni G says, it would be a hoot to join chat with Al. Well, we might see if we can get you on tomorrow. We'll see. And here's Captain Carl Yastrzemski. The Red Sox, 3-3 ball game, 2nd and 3rd. No outs. Urea deals to Yaz, 1-2, and Yastrzemski punches that ball shallow left towards the line. On the run is Humphries. He makes the catch. Bluffing but not going. At 3rd is Burleson. So there's 1 out now, and here comes Carlton Fisk, 2 for 4 with a ribby. Infield in for the Cardinals, just as they were with no outs. Outfield normal. Urea picks up the sign for Simmons. Can he do it again? He deals to Pudge. 3-0. And Pudge checked his swing. Fisk walks. Bases loaded. No outs. Here comes Freddie Lynn. Lynn 1 for 4. No place to put Freddie Lynn. He's going to take. And that's a strike in there. Lynn claps the bat against his cleats. Now he's back in the left-hander's batter's box. Burleson at 3rd. Rice at 2nd. Fisk at 1st. Speed going from 3rd to 1st. Burleson's a 5. Rice is a 4. Fisk is a 2. All out of 10. The windup and the pitch from Urea to Freddie Lynn. 0-2. And Freddie Lynn sends this ball right field. Dane Orge racing towards the corner, makes the catch. The ball is deep. Burleson has average speed. Orge has a great arm. We're sending Burleson. Here's the throw. And he is out. Dane Orge throws out Rick Burleson at the plate. He makes the running catch towards the corner, spins and fires, and Simmons applies the tag. We go to the bottom of the ninth, tied at 3. That's the one thing out of the ballpark has to fix. I don't know why on those plays we can't see them, but that's what's happened. We'll go to the replay, and I'll just read it to you, but that's what's happened. So there it is. Orge, a 1-hop strike to Simmons. Simmons makes the tag of Burleson, inning over. All right, so the Cardinals can win it here, folks. The Cardinals can win it. As Dave Little says, had to go for it. I agree. He has to make the perfect throw. We had Evans on deck, so if the Cardinals score 1, this ball game's over. Again, we have Jack Brohammer came in last inning for Hobson, after Hobson was pinch run for by Duffy, and he's an 8 out of 10 defender. And Bob Stanley back up on the hill for his 2nd inning of work. He'll face Ted Simmons, switch hitting catcher, still batting lefty. He is 1 for 3. He had a 2-run homer. Here's the pitch to Simmons. 2-2 count, and Simmons pops it up. Racing in from short, but being called off by Brohammer, the 3rd baseman, was Burleson, 1 out. So Brohammer makes the catch. And now here's George Hendrick, 1 for 3. Hendrick, 6 out of 10 power. He can pop one out. And what a shocking upset it would be. Hendrick had 17 homers in 78. Here's the pitch. Hendrick swings, and this ball game is over. In shocking fashion, George Hendrick has just crushed one off Bob Stanley. The Red Sox are out. An ID gesture will be very happy when he watches this. The Red Sox, in a shocking upset, lose a walk-off homer. George Hendrick off Bob Stanley. The Cardinals win 4-3 in a shocker. The Cardinals, who only won 69 games, they were 69-93, shocked the Boston Red Sox in the Elite Eight. They advanced to the semifinals. The Cardinals have won 3 straight, 2 of which I manage, and now managing against them, they stick it. I did set up their lineup though and pick their pitching, and the unlikely winner was Urea, and Bob Stanley takes the loss. Holy cow! I don't think I can do a replay on this. I want it. Let's go back to game action. That is worth. Yes, we can do a replay. So this is the walk-off homer. This is for you, IDJ. ID gesture. A big Cardinals fan. He's gonna love this. This is a shocker. I thought we were gonna crush him when we lose 4-3. I did set up a good lineup for the Cardinals, though. Wow, that's all I can say. And here's the walk-off homer. Hendrick off Stanley. Boom, right center field. And it's gone. As the Cardinals celebrate on their home turf like it's 1999. As Hendrick is greeted at the plate and the celebration is on. Cinderella, the clock has not struck 12. They continue ballroom dancing. All right, and it's a shocker. I'm in shock. So the 78 Red Sox continue to torment me, even in my middle age. Wow. I didn't see that coming. Let's go to the box score. Anyway, it was a fun game. And you wait till you see this matchup. A Cinderella is going to go, I think. Or do I mean? All right, so who's the player of the game? Player of the game, Bob Forsch, the starting pitcher for the Cardinals. 7 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 3 Ks, 1 homer. I don't know about that. I think so. We'll give him. Let's see if we have a co-player of the game. Hendrick, co-player of the game. Walk-off homer, 2 for 4 with a ribby and a run scored. Easy enough. So Louis Tiant, a no decision, 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. That unearned run, the hops in air, that's the difference. Also, the play by Templeton robbing Rice of a base hit and an RBI, another difference maker. And Dane Orge making the great catch, robbing Freddie Lynn of a home run, and then in the top of the 9th, throwing out the Rooster Rick Burleson at the plate to keep it a tie ball game. Unbelievable game. So he struck out 1, walked 2, gave up a homer. Tom Bergmeyer, 1 clean inning. And Bob Stanley, an inning and a third. He takes the loss, the walk-off homer by Hendrick. Bob Forsch, a no decision, 7 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 3 Ks, a homer. Mark Littell, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 Ks. And they went to the unlikely John Urea, who picks up the win. 1 inning, 1 hit. He had bases loaded when he won out, and the Red Sox couldn't produce fruit. Wow. 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 The Red Sox are in shock. They are not advancing to the semifinals. There will be no Dodger-Red Sox matchup. It's going to be the Cardinals and the Dodgers, and the Brewers and the Braves. So I'm going to be managing the Braves against the Brewers and the Cardinals against the Dodgers, because I always manage the lower seed unless it's the Red Sox, and I lost with the higher seed. Jerry Remy 1 for 4 with a walk. I'm in shock. Rick Burleson 1 for 5 and was thrown out at the plate that ended the top of the 9th. Jim Rice 2 for 5, a run scored, an RBI and a home run. Yastrzemski, what a day. 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 2 doubles. Fisk 2 for 4, an RBI and a walk. Lynn 1 for 5, 1 strikeout. He was robbed of a home run and extra bases by Orge, who was outstanding in right. Again, the computer didn't put him in. I put him in. I set those lineups. I should have set up a crappy lineup. Evans 1 for 3, an RBI, walk, and a strikeout. Hobson, the error that cost him. I knew I shouldn't have started him. I should have started Brohammer, but I didn't listen to myself. Hobson 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Duffy, pinch runner, and Brohammer never batted. He came in to play third. Scott, the designated hitter, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. The Red Sox in a shocking defeat. 37 at-bats, could only muster 3 runs, 12 hits, 3 ribbies, 4 walks, 5 Ks. Bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the ninth, they got nothing. As Judge Smale would say to his grandson Spalding, you'll get nothing and you'll like it. Humphreys for St. Louis, 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored. He walked twice. Templeton 0 for 4 but played excellent defense at short. Simmons 1 for 4, a run scored and 2 ribbies. He had a homer. Hendrick 2 for 4, the walk-off game-winning home run, an RBI and a run scored. Hernandez 0 for 3. Ritz 1 for 3. Dane Orge 1 for 3. Garrett and Phillips combined 0 for 6 for the batters 8 and 9. The Cardinals in a shocking victory, and Cinderella continues at the ball. 29 at-bats, 4 runs, 6 hits, 3 ribbies, 2 walks, 1 K. Unbelievable. The St. Louis Cardinals will play against the Dodgers next. The Dodgers looking good as they come off their win over the Astros in a tight one. And that's going to be the semifinals. So once again, the Boston Red Sox go down to a shocking, crushing defeat, 4-3. They are out. And advancing to the semifinals, the highly unlikely St. Louis Cardinals. Let's leave the game. Wow. Yeah, an achievement. That's wonderful. Yeah, I lost. So, you have Atlanta will face Kansas City. So, one side of the brackets, Kansas City won the West and would lose to the Yankees in reality in the American League pennant, American League Championship Series. And then the Dodgers would win the National League and lose to the Yankees in the World Series. Dodgers beat the Yankees in early in the tournament. Again, it was an open-seeded tournament. And now we have 2 Cinderellas facing off against 2 powerhouses. I'll be managing the Cardinals, and I'll be managing the Braves. And we're going to have Phil Niekro going for the Braves. And let's just take a look. Let's complete, say, finish today. And finish today. We'll get our pitching matchups. So it's going to be Niekro against, and we might, we always, Doug Bird, who is 6. Yeah, we're going to change that. We're going to see. Let's just go. Wow. Dennis Leonard is ready. Dennis Leonard will get the start. 21-17, 3.3, or Larry Gurr at 2.72. I might go with, I'll see how they match up against lefties. Rich Gale. So it's either Rigura at 2.72 or Leonard. Doug Bird will not pitch in the semifinals. We could even go with Paul Splittorff. So we'll see, but it won't be Doug Bird. It definitely will be Phil Niekro. Okay. And now, Doug Rauch was 15-9, 3.26. That's not bad. But, again, this is a semifinal. Tommy John is ready. And it's going to be Tommy John, who was 17-10, or Bert Happy Hooten. We might go with Hooten. He was at 2.71 earned run average. But Tommy John. So it's not going to be Doug Rauch or Rick Roden. It's going to be one of these 3 guys, most likely Tommy John. For the Cardinals, Pete Vukovich. Vukovic was 12-12 with a 2.54. I like that. I did pitch Pete Vukovic already, and he's their #1 starter. He will get the start. Oh, and then you know what? If we get through this, we got John Denny going in the championship game. I like my chances here. I like my chances. Cool. All right, let's go back. That was a fun game. It sucks I lost, but that was a fun game. And let's go to the playoff coverage, and let's look at the brackets before we leave. You know how I love playoff brackets. So, the Braves will travel to Kansas City, and the Cardinals will travel to Los Angeles, right? No, I'm wrong. I am wrong. The Cardinals and Braves both have home games. Wow. So, Cinderella will be playing at home for both of the teams. Again, this was open-seeded tournament. I actually thought I seeded the better teams for the home, but obviously I didn't, and I will figure that out. So this has been a really fun tournament. We come down to the 3 more games. We have our 2 semifinal games. The Royals taking on the Braves. I'll be managing the Braves. And the Dodgers taking on the Cardinals. I'll be managing the Cardinals. These are all undefeated teams. You have the Royals, who are 2-0 because they had a bye against a 3-0 card. I'm sorry, 3-0, 3-0. And they're all 3-0. I'm sorry, on the road. So it's going to be some fun final 3 games. And we'll leave it with the brackets. I love brackets. Holy schmengi. I'm still in shock. 78. Damn you, 78 Red Sox still tormenting me. All right. Let's say thank you to the chat. Thank you to Moni G. Thank you to Jake Cruz. As he says, all these teams 78. Yep. Yes, they are. Let's go up. Thank you to Dave Little. Phantomatic. JD. And Hello Bro. A shocking upset. The Cardinals advance to the semifinals. They'll have a home game against the Dodgers. Dodgers going to be huge favorites in that. I'll be managing the Cardinals. I know I keep saying that. And another shot. Well, 2 Cinderellas battled it out to see who was going to play the Royals. And what a wild game that was against the Brewers. I had the lead, and I lost. The Kansas City scored like 10 runs in extra innings. So, 2 Cinderellas face 2 heavy favorites. Someone's always got to go in these next 2 games. So 3 games left, and we will crown a 1978 one-and-done tournament winner. So thank you very much to everyone who watched. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. And you know what's coming, folks. You know what's coming. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Peace.